I hate jobs to be done. I think it's a terrible framework. I think no successful company has ever been built on top of JDBD. And if you pick JDBD, you're probably doomed. And here's why. Because
Ooh.
JDBD assumes that, let's go back to the canonical example, right? And there's nothing Clayton Christensen, who was a legend, amazing. What the milkshake, right? What is the idea behind the milkshake? You are a person, you go into a commute, and you're like, hey, I'm going to get this milkshake because it's the exact right quantity and save me on my commute. But they changed it up, and all of a sudden, boom, like it was not serving the job. And look into the thing that actually it is serving the customer for. I'll tell you that's not how actual real companies work, right? Because in real companies, there are so many different parameters. For example, maybe it is really, really hard to go build that milkshake, right? Maybe there's another person who opens up across the street who builds a better milkshake than you do. Maybe the cup configuration in the car changes. Maybe the supply chain for milkshake changes, right? But in my world, let me make this more concrete. When you work in social media, there are often so many other agents in the system where you can't focus on one person's equation. I'll give you an example. When you sign up for Instagram right now, when you sign up for Facebook for many, many years, Facebook knew that it needed to get you to 10 friends in 14 days. If you got your 10 friends in 14 days, you're probably going to use Facebook. So it'd be like, well, if we're going to throw every tool we have at our disposal to get you to 10 friends in 14 days. So if you sign up for Facebook for many, many years, you'll get this little thing called people you may know. And it'll show you. Then you have this person who just signed up for Facebook. Like, why am I seeing this person? It's not because you need a friend, because they need a friend. So what Facebook did was it made your experience slightly worse to make that person's experience slightly better. This was performing no job for you. It was trying to perform a job for them. Was it the right trade-off or not? I don't know. We had this problem at Twitter. The single best product launch for the last 5 years at Twitter was the introduction of the algorithmic ranking.
God,
And,
hearsay. Oh my God.
and it saved the company. And power users hated it. They're like, I know how to control my timeline. I know who to follow, etc., etc. It turns out, though, this was not built for power users. It was really built to get for a regular person when they sign up for Twitter to be able to give them a great experience, because we didn't need the power users they already have. And by the TikTok is really a great example of that. So how do you make the trade-off? Do you pick power users or do you pick a regular person? What is the trade-off between them? Jobs to be done does not tell you that, right? In fact, they're even worse. Like if you go sign up for, let me tell you this. If you go order a package from Amazon right now, 5 years ago or 3 years ago, you'd have gotten an email which tell you, what is that package? What is in it? And it's been showing up doorstep. Last couple of years, it doesn't. Why? Because Amazon doesn't want Google to have that data inside Gmail system. So it is, for very, very valid competitive reasons, trying to make your experience worse because that's the right thing to do for a company. So real life and real product is all about these trade-offs. And whenever I've seen people trot out JTBD, it's a tell that they actually haven't dealt with a trade-off where you have to make one person's life slightly worse in one situation for some other interesting dynamic.
Thanks for listening. You can find the full episode on YouTube or head on over to lennyspodcast.com.